My name is Clara Wilson. I am 44 years old. I am a painter. I love to create colors on blank canvases. Painting is my life. When I feel sad, happy, or confused, I paint. Art is my way to speak when words fail me. I never imagined that one day my life would be tested in a way that no brush or color could fix. 4 months ago, I married Andrew Wilson. Andrew is 47 years old. He is gentle, kind, and full of love. He always tells me, "Clara, you don't have to change for anyone. I love you just as you are." Being with him feels like safety after years of stormy nights. Every morning, I wake up feeling that life has finally given me peace, but there is always a shadow lingering at the edges of that happiness. Andrew's family is very rich and famous. They own a huge art gallery in the city. They attend grand parties, dinners, and social events that are far from my quiet life. I entered their world with my paintbrushes and simple dresses. Suddenly, I felt small, inexperienced, and out of place. My life before marriage was quiet. Now every step felt judged. Every laugh, every word, every glance could be observed and criticized. The biggest challenge in my new life was Eleanor, Andrew's mother. Eleanor is a powerful woman. She speaks little, but her eyes are sharp and cold. She watches, judges, and never smiles at me. I know she doubts me. She thinks I am not worthy of her son or their wealth. Her presence feels heavy, as if a storm could strike at any moment. I tried to be perfect. I wore expensive clothes, said polite words, and smiled when needed. But Eleanor's presence made my heart race. I wanted her respect, but she gave only cold stares. I felt nervous every time she entered the room. Even though Andrew loved me deeply, I felt trapped under Eleanor's silent observation. One evening, Eleanor arranged a big family dinner. The dining room was decorated with golden lights, crystal glasses, and fresh flowers. Guests wore elegant dresses and suits. I sat next to Andrew, holding his hand for courage. My heart was beating fast. I felt nervous. I tried to smile to make conversation, but every word felt fragile. Suddenly, Eleanor stood up. The room grew quiet. Every whisper stopped. She held a folder in her hand. The air became thick. "Attention everyone," she said, her voice calm but strong. "I have something important to share. We have a problem at this table. One person has lied about themselves. I have discovered a serious matter that cannot be ignored." I froze. My hands shook. My eyes looked at Andrew. He whispered, "Clara, it's okay. Don't worry." But Eleanor's eyes were on me. "She is not who she claims to be," Eleanor said. Her finger pointed directly at me. "Clara Wilson, my son's wife, is a fraud." Gasps filled the room. I felt the air leave my lungs. I looked at the table. Everyone stared at me. I felt small, exposed, and humiliated. My hands trembled as I sat there, feeling the world crush me in silence. Eleanor continued, her voice cold and sharp. She claimed to finish her art education abroad, but these documents prove otherwise. She lied to all of us. She is here for wealth, not love. The paper she held was correct. I had not finished my degree. Life had forced me to stop studying. I wanted to explain, but the room was full of strangers, all judging, all whispering. I could not speak. Andrew looked at me with concern. "Clara, is this true?" he asked. "Yes," I whispered. I could barely breathe. I wanted to disappear. I stood up quickly and ran out into the garden. The cold night air hit my face. Tears streamed down my cheeks. I feared losing Andrew. I loved him too much to imagine life without him. Would he believe his mother? Or would he leave me too? Footsteps came behind me. It was Andrew. He sat beside me on the garden bench. His eyes were full of concern, not anger. "Clara, look at me," he said softly. I raised my head. In his eyes, I saw only love, not anger. "Tell me the truth," he asked gently. I nodded. I did not finish my degree in Paris. But I never lied to hurt anyone. I had a reason to leave school. I worked to care for my sick father. He needed months of hospital treatment, and I could not do both school and save him. Andrew held my face in his hands. "Clara, I married you, not your papers. I do not care about a degree. I care about you." He kissed me softly. I felt a wave of relief. His love was stronger than fear, stronger than Eleanor's judgment. That night, we left the house together. We drove far from the city lights and stayed in a small, quiet hotel. I finally told Andrew everything. About art school, about my father's illness, about the hospital bills that forced me to work 2 jobs. I worked long hours, painted at night, and saved money to pay for his treatment. I chose family over my degree. Andrew listened carefully. He held my hands and said, "Your past does not change my love. I am proud of you." I rested my head on his chest. For the first time in months, I felt peace. The next morning, we returned to the big house. My heart was still racing, but I felt stronger. Andrew squeezed my hand and whispered, "We face this together." Eleanor was sitting in the living room, drinking tea. She looked surprised to see us back together. She thought we had fought and separated. I stepped forward. "It is true," I said calmly. "I did not finish my degree. I stopped studying because my father became very ill. He needed months of hospital care. The bills were huge. I had to work. I chose to save my father's life over completing school." I opened my bag and placed an envelope on the table. Inside were hospital bills, receipts, and documents proving my story. I wanted Eleanor to understand. She looked at the papers. Her face softened. She saw the effort, the sacrifice, and the love I had for my family. Her eyes were no longer cold. "I judged you too quickly," she said quietly. "I see now that you are a good daughter, and a devoted wife." Andrew smiled at me. He kissed my hand. "See, Clara," he said, "love and courage are stronger than money or titles." From that day, Eleanor treated me with respect. We were not perfect, but the tension eased. I felt accepted and finally at home. I realized something important. Life is not about degrees, money, or approval from everyone. It is about love, truth, and sacrifice. My art, my choices, my courage, they mattered. And so did Andrew's faith in me. Together, we built a new life. We laughed, we painted, we loved. I had learned that courage is facing the truth, even when it is terrifying. And love is choosing to stay, even when others doubt you. Now, I look at my canvas and see colors that reflect my journey. My past, my fears, my love, all of it becomes part of my life story. And for the first time, I feel proud, happy, and at peace.